You probably outsource the food making process in your house for various reasons, but today I'm going to share 10 reasons why you should probably start cooking on your own. The first one is that you will have consistency of taste and quality. Day in, day out, you will not be changing the taste and the quality of the food you eat. If you're ordering from different restaurants, you probably have different tastes every day. If you're having a maid at home, she probably changes her style frequently, or even if you do not change your maid frequently, the way they cook depends on how tired they are, how many houses they have to cook for, and hence you will face this ups and downs in taste and quality on a daily basis. The second reason is that if you make your own food, you can customize the recipe, the output to your taste, and this is often not achievable, especially if you're ordering ready-made food from outside. If you're using ready-made semi-cooked material to make your own food, if you like your coffee in a certain way, you will only be able to customize it for yourself if you're making the coffee yourself. And one important thing we always forget is that cooking is a basic life skill, and it's proven in the pandemic that people who depended on maids and outside sources for their food had to literally go and start learning how to cook, and that would have impacted the quality of life, would have impacted their schedule, would have impacted a lot of things on how they plan their a daily schedule, right? And for me specifically, when I started cooking, I realized that cooking is a great stress buster. Starting from cutting the vegetables, from using colorful ingredients, using different techniques to make the food. It was very therapeutic, and hence I urge you to start exploring this option as a good stress buster. Definitely, if you are making your own food on a daily basis, it works out cheaper considering that the manpower is free. You would use your ingredients judiciously, and you would also make only that much amount of food that you really need. If someone else is cooking for you, they probably do not know how hungry you are that day, but if you are making the food for yourself, you will literally know how much you want to eat on that particular day. So it definitely works out cheaper. It will not be cheap if you compare the amount of money you pay to your maid on an hourly basis versus the amount of money you would make if you spend that money in if you spend that time in earning money. For example, if you earn 1,000 rupees per hour, if you do your regular job, and if you say that I'm paying my maid 50 rupees to make food, and if I use this 1 hour to make food instead of earning money, I'll be losing out on 990 950 rupees, right? But the point over here is that considering the other points that I'm talking about, it would definitely work out better if you make your own food. Now, for those of us who are bitten by the retail shopping bug, actually shopping for ingredients is a great retail therapy, because you get to do this as often as you want. You get to choose different ingredients. You get to go to fancy shops or even fancy e-commerce sites and shop for your ingredients. So do try it out. One important thing in making your own food is the feeling of home. When you're making your own food, usually when we used to go to hostels and come back home, we would come back home to mom's handmade food. And if you've watched the movie Ratatouille, it all ends with this concept of home and the taste of your mom's recipes, right? So the feeling of home can only be built if you have these small memories and small habits, and hence if you make your own food, your family members would definitely relate to this feeling. On a similar note, it would also preserve your cultural heritage in terms of the recipes that are specifically used in your house. We all can have access to good recipes online. We can buy books, we can learn by going to classes, but at the end of the day, each household that has their own touch to how they make a particular food recipe. So you could have your mom's signature taste, you could have your own special ingredients, your own special method, and I have noticed that this varies from household to household. So if this knowledge does not get passed on from one generation to another, it will get lost somewhere, and at the end of the day, food across all homes will taste the same. And this is a very important point for me, considering that this making my own food gives me the flexibility to have a fixed schedule. It gives me the flexibility to plan which day I want to have food where. So if I do not want to cook on a particular day, I go out and eat. But if I have a maid, I will actually be not be able to plan this in such a way. Similarly, the availability of food and the time at which this is available is flexible to my requirements. So if I have a maid and she comes home at 7 a.m., I am bound to wait till 7 a.m. to get my food. However, if I make my own food, I can actually start eating at 5:30 or later, whenever I want to do that. If I want freshly made dosas, I will not have to wait for a maid, or I will not have to wait for the order to be delivered to be able to eat that. I will actually be able to make this on my own, on demand. And of all the things that are true about making your own food, one thing that is very clear is that we all talk about being independent, being financially independent, being independent in making our own decisions, being independent about having to do every task that we need ourselves. But why do we want to depend on someone else for our food? Once in a while is fine, but why do you want to depend on someone else to make basic food for you on a daily basis? Will you go hungry if this person is sick? Will you go hungry if the restaurant is not delivered? Will you wait for you to develop acidity until the restaurant actually delivers the food for you? Are you okay with undergoing frustration if your delivery gets delayed? And a lot of other things, right? So at the end of the day, these are the reasons that I see why you should start cooking on your own on a daily basis. If you compare the amount of money you can earn in that 1 hour that you spend in cooking versus the amount of money you're paying your maid, it will definitely look costly. But at the end of the day, for all the other reasons I mentioned here, I think it's better for you to start cooking yourself. And on top of it, I would like to mention that this would apply only to people who can afford to have a full cooking setup. If you are living in a hostel, or if you are living in a setup where you cannot afford to have a kitchen, all the ingredients, all the utensils, all the resources, then probably ordering outside or having a maid would work out for you. But otherwise, if it's a choice to get food made by someone else, I highly recommend to consider all these options.